Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Bystander at the newsstand today, Wednesday, 19th of July 2023, here in the city of Lagos, Abiodun Dragon Street, Ogba to be precise. My name is Okekofoworola Drotimi. I have with me our able reviewers in standby, Mr. Matthew, Mr. Lucky, Mr. Kule, Mr. Charles, and every one of them, and also our online reviewers. You're all welcome to today's program. Kindly subscribe, like, and share our link below. The headlines for today. I have with me this day newspaper and the Daily Sun newspaper. Headlines from the Daily Sun newspaper. Anger, agony as petrol price rises to 617 naira. Ex-governors technocrats tops Tinubu's list of ministerial nominees. Senate raises the alarm over erosions menace in Edo, Anambra. Soldiers kill 2 IPOB ESN fighters in Delta, arrest 5 others. Why I sold my 3 children for 1.5 million, suspect says. Ganduje opens up on 10 billion naira CCTV camera loan project. Alleged contract breach. Nigeria seeks $150 million damages against Google, GoDaddy.com. Outcome of presidential election tribunal may throw Nigeria into turmoil, but they judge won. Court rules in favor of Honeywell, orders EcoBank to pay 72 billion naira. This day newspaper, the headlines. Fuel price. Labor threatens to put Tinubu direct immediate review of 8,000 cash transfer. Federal character House to probe MDAS appointment from 2015 to 2023. Challenged by bleak future. Newspaper owners, stakeholders deliberate on ways forward. APC, President had no telephone conversation with CGN Ariwola. Illegal ex-parte order. Court orders EcoBank to pay Honeywell 72 billion naira. I also have the headlines from News Direct newspaper. Headlines from News Direct newspaper. Let the poor breathe. Let the poor breathe. FG to earn 2 trillion from removal of fuel subsidy. Afrinvest says. How dismissed Kwara officers extorted suspect of 1.1 million naira. Police review. EcoBank wins coveted Euro Money Award as Africa's best bank. Reps move to stop security agencies from burning stolen crude vessels. The Punch newspaper. NLC TUC lambast Tinubu as fuel is 630 per litre. Short negotiation. Military threatening to demolish 5,000 houses. Ogun communities tell assembly. Troops kill 2 IPOB fighters, arrest 5 in Delta. CBN deletes 2,698 BDCs in 1 year. Sustained air attacks on terrorists. Commander tells troops. Tinubu backtracks, reviews proposed 8,000 cash palliative. North Central, Southwest ex-governors may replace Adamu Omisore. The Nation newspaper. Tinubu orders release of grains to 15 million farmers and holders. Market forces driving price of petrol, says Kari. UK agencies okays Naira for trade financing. Senate, House of Bob, NNPCL, and then NDDC, and others. And that's all we have for our headlines this morning. I'll be having Mr. Martin now on the program.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. The main headline this morning is anger, agony as petrol price rises to 617 naira.
Once again, thank you for having me. I think there is a whole lot of deception with respect to this fuel issue. I'm saying it particularly because I understand that once you deregulate, demand and supply fixes the price. I do not expect NNPC to start adjusting pump price variation of you already have your stock. There's a price variation. You have not yet imported. How then do you now start increasing price to reflect the reality on ground at the international market? I have an issue with that. Then are they telling us that when the price falls at the international market, even the product they have already, are they telling us that they will adjust their meter to reflect the reality at the international market? So there's a whole lot of deceit. And again, I think what the government needs to urgently do, if this obnoxious trend will be checked, is to go and peg the dollar at the official window. Because before now, it's not everything you hear it as a government you discard. The government of Muhammadu Buhari was pegging, or they pegged dollar at the official window. And they call it higher in window. So that if you are importing for the purpose of if you are exporting and you're importing for that is investors and exporters window. If you are importing or exporting for those two purposes, you get government regulated dollar at the now the government collapsing that official window is the reason you are seeing price of PMS escalating. Because $1 escalates. If you have direct when dollar was 70 naira, sorry, when dollar was maybe 650 naira to $1, and I still have the product. And as I'm selling the product, the exchange rate changed to maybe 800 naira to $1. The argument is that if I sell all my products, I may need to get extra money to add up to go and buy. Irrespective of the fact that I bought when the price of dollar was lower. I think that is their logic. But I think the government has to find a way around this. Because the PMS has multiplied effect on our economy. Anything that happens to PMS affects almost every human endeavor in Nigeria. For me, I think the government need to go back to drawing board. That forest area, they need to peg this. This is not far-fetched. As a country, you need to produce to export to earn foreign exchange, to earn forest, to earn dollar. Now, we are not producing as much as we needed to produce. And oil and gas accounts for almost over 80% of our foreign earnings. That's the reason we're having this crisis. What you need to do as a government is diversify heavily into agriculture, solid mineral, production sector, then start producing and exporting. Once we can export, you can now open that, you can now throw that official window, collapse it like we did it now. So I'm of the view that for now, they should peg forest at the official window. Because as we speak today, Bakers Association of Nigeria said they are increasing their product with 15%. So anything that depends on flour, like bread, egg roll, meat pie, they are going to add money very soon. And the only way you can check it is to ensure that you regulate dollar at that window. Then once we start producing to the point of exporting to earn more foreign exchange, you can now come up with this policy. So for me, I think the government should reverse this policy for now.
Okay. Senate raises the alarm over erosion menace in Edo, Anambra. Senate raises the alarm over erosion menace in Edo, Anambra.
Our problem is natural disaster can happen anywhere. But our problem in this part of the world is we don't prepare ahead of time. In a safe society, in an environment where democracy is working, where government is working, what you do as a government is you prepare for emergency. You build facilities to accommodate people when this is because we are aware that it will come. But the problem is when the disaster comes, you see Nigerians who are affected going to primary school premises, secondary school premises, tertiary institution, occupying their premises because government do not provide facilities for them. And again, until we get to the level, and it's unfortunate, even as the constitution have said that the welfare of Nigerians shall be the primary purpose of governance, the government do not look in that direction. You can imagine a situation where federal government is giving National Assembly members 70 billion naira. And you have just 109 senators and is it 300 and something House of Rep members. Put together, we're having about 459 members. If you divide that 70 billion by 469 members, you are going to get about 149,200,000. As against 8,000 you are proposing for the poor. So where is the welfare of Nigeria? How is it being taken care of? That's probably how it's part of the world.
Okay. Ex-governors, technocrats stops Tinubu list of ministerial nominees. Ex-governors, technocrats.
No, I heard you right. I'm looking at the people you are leading from.
Okay.
Because I'm not aware that the names of the nominees have been read at the Hallowed Chamber of Senate. Because it's the Senate that will receive the list, unveil it, during their screening for Nigerian students. I've not read this. I don't know how they got access to that classified information. But if you are saying ex-governors dominate the ministerial list, I'm not surprised. Because Tinubu himself is a former governor. While he rode through the rank to that position of leader of APC before he became the president, he has made so many friends. But for me, I have a feeling that bringing in technocrats will serve the government better. Because politicians are already used to how to make money for themselves. They're always there for their pecuniary interest, not for the interest of the masses. So if you bring in somebody who has built career in the private sector, who is a technocrat, we have seen it work better in the past. So for me, I think the government should look in that direction.
Okay. Why I sold my 3 children for 1.5 million, says the suspect. He sold his children for 1.5.
I have not read his reasons. I don't know whether.
What do you have to say about this selling?
But I've not read it. But whatever reason, you have no reason. Okay. You have no justification to sell your children.
Yeah.
Because life you cannot create, human being cannot create, you cannot be exchanging them for money. The era of slave trade was condemned globally and it has come and gone. So selling children for whatever reason is not justified. So I don't know whatever it is the person may give, but for me, I think it's not justified.
Okay. This is on the floor price that it is right now. Labour threatens to pull out of talks with FG. What's your comment on that?
There's nothing like Labour in Nigeria. Labour is dead as far as I'm concerned. I read about what the two major Labour unions said. I'm talking about TUC and NSC. They are dead as far as I'm concerned. Okay. I understand that federal government went to court to secure a court order, industrial court to secure a court order, stopping them from going ahead with the strike. But at the time they announced their suspension of the strike, they were saying they are all, it's because of negotiation, they are entered into with government. And particularly TUC have said federal government have acceded to all the demands of all their demands. And part of their demand has to do with giving them minimum wage, their union members, 200,000 minimum wage. But as we speak, I don't think that is the reality on ground. So as far as I'm concerned, Labour is dead in Nigeria.
Okay, all right then. Thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Akule.
Yeah, good morning. Good sunny morning. Good sunny morning. I greet you.
You're welcome.
I greet everybody. And I'm happy to be alive, and I thank God for life. And I think all will be well. All this tension that is rising up, everything will still die down, you know. I believe God will intervene in this country because people are just not getting themselves.
Okay. Anger, agony as petrol price rises to 617 naira. What's your comment on that?
You see, I think I'm old enough to have liberty to say what I feel. So anybody that wants to come contrary to what I said is free likewise. You see, the problem we have in this country are the youths. Why did I say we are the youths? We are the masses, right? This is the masses that are the form of information. These are the masses that majority of them, when you ask them, they hardly with some people know their right from their wrong. I'm saying this because I think I've witnessed a lot of I've witnessed a lot of side talk. I've witnessed a lot of side talk here. And I think we don't like to start shouting like babu, right? Why I'm saying this, where were we when we allowed all these problems to be piling up? Where were we when the issue of turnaround, I was there shouting, who are the people turning around the 4 refineries we have? Who are the people siphoning the 4? Who are the people? I mean, it's just you're in your house. A father born like 3 children, and the father is behaving waywardly. You children are condoling it until the whole debris now pile up. You see, Nigerian citizens need help. Nigerian masses need help. You know, frustration is coming into the minds of everybody. And I have to tell you, Hoha, we are all culpable of what is going on. We are all culpable because we became a supporters club member of all these individuals. We become supporters to, supporters club to all these presidents elect, to all this National Assembly, to all these billionaires Mongo. How did they get their billions, for God's sake? It's from our national wealth. And I'm saying, you see, all this fuel subsidy, all this is the solution I'm looking at. I'm not here to start crying like a baby. I'm not here to start saying, the solution now is the government in power now, which is President Tinubu that is in power. I'm well trained. I won't start saying the great thing because charity begins at home. Majority of these people you see on ground, when they get to that post, they'll be what's up. Some of them are not trained, well trained. So what I want to say is, Mr. President Tinubu, retrieve our money back for us. How do you retrieve that money if you want a new hope? Retrieve that money, calling those past presidents that are still alive because they have been in custody of subsidy, the refinery turnaround. I've witnessed a lot of turnaround of refinery in this country, and the turnaround, nothing has turned around. And I want to say, this subsidy wouldn't have come up if the 4 refineries has been working. Where are these people chanting, ranting? Well, because I'm so tired. The youth know what they want. They don't even know what they want. They have to know what they want. It's our Commonwealth infrastructure. The refinery, the 4 refinery we have is Nigerian Commonwealth. They used to build it. We slept in slumber. Somebody spent 8 years. Another person spent 2 years. He died. Another person spent 6 years. Another person spent 8 years. Another one is on, 3 months or how many months now? No refinery is working. And you kept mom. And that's the energy that keeps up moving. And all of you have been talking around. I'm just against that turnaround people. The people turning around this refinery, they are your brother, they are my brother. You go to your village, one of the richest man in your village is among them. You go to my village, one of the richest man in the village they are robbing Peter to pay Paul. And what I'm going to blame people for is for removing history. the government for is from removing history, because we don't know where we're coming from. You that you don't know where we're coming from, how do you want to know where you're going? Eh? The subsidy. Nigeria is working for only just few people. Nigeria is working just few people. And you people that you are feeling the pain, you don't even know what you want. All of them have gone ethnic, bigotry. All of them have gone religious bigotry. All of them have gone so sentimental. And I want to tell them, the shoe that is paining you is paining me likewise. But the right direction for solution is what I'm looking for now. Call those leaders, National Council's meeting, Executive Council's meeting, which will include all the past presidents. These guys are fucking okay. They are really okay. Don't let me just use that slang, dirty language. They are really okay. They are billionaires, multi-billionaires. They have chronics. They have investment outside Nigeria. They should call them together. This is a time to give back to the society. Bring back, shield your wealth. Shield your wealth. I'm not all this person that will come here and start ranting like Babylon. Okay. I'm saying this because the solution is what we need to be looking for. That subsidy money is in the hands of the few. And I'm telling you, Nigeria is working. The government is working for the few. And I want to say is the petroleum subsidy, as it is, this petroleum subsidy is a scam. Okay. The subsidy has been a scam. Then who are the people that have been collecting?
What's the solution you're suggesting?
The solution, the part of the solution is that for refinery, they should declare emergency on those 4 refineries. Not only Dangote refinery, because Dangote refinery been handed up as monopoly refinery. Forget about the 20% the NNPC have on it. I'm telling you, if that they get that refinery sorted out, then those people, secondly, those their cronies, they sold and electricity, this Cogenco too. Those their cronies that don't know anything about electricity reform, that they just use political patronage to get those licenses. Look at Nigeria is in darkness now. I know what I went through. For me, my phone, I can't even charge my phone. And this is what I used to work.
All right, let
Clients
me take
call
a
me.
comment. You have a comment from Mr. Udeze Chima.
I don't need to listen to that Udeze, please.
No.
Cut him off. Cut him off. You can all that comment.
You are not
I don't need to listen to that Udeze. No. Oh yeah.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Do you have
Shame on you.
All right.
Do you have yam?
Calm down.
Why can you listen to him? Somebody ask the question. Let's answer
like a barbarian.
Answer the question. You are paid.
Barbarian. Barbarian.
He said that.
Barbarian.
He said
You are paid. Shame on you. Leave this place.
Barbarian.
He said you haven't made
Barbarian
any
talking.
point.
Barbarian talking.
About the bush. You supported this government, so enjoy it.
Udeze, I support this government, and I will never cry to you that I'm feeling the pains from this government. I've never knocked on your door to cry for the pains, right? To cry for the pains I'm feeling this government. You people, we know you as tribal bigots right from the onset. This same Udeze told me, Mr. Kunle, I didn't mean I'm in Nigeria, I will have just come around and gun you down. Wholeheartedly, he said so. You cannot deny it, and I'm still holding him forth. So when you see a tribal bigot, you see an ethnic bigot, you don't need to answer such person.
All right, one more comment for you, Mr. Kule.
Yeah.
Make Kule keep quiet. He's so tribalistic that he can't name the person in charge. Kule, name people responsible. I'll see how long you will suffer to be told to mention name in
Okay.
charge of
Mr. Obasanjo has to be called. Mr. Jonathan has to be called. The people that serve under Yaradua has to be called. Mr. Buhari has to be called to come and account for you of what? That's why you're suffering the cash now. They should come and announce the subsidy, the refinery. The refinery, they are turning around with billions of dollars. That's not worked. You people should think, for God's sake. I mean, the government in power, it should be bold enough, if his hands are clean, it should be bold enough to call those people to question. It may be a judge sitting. Give back. Let's give back to the society. We cannot take all these billions to hell, because I know majority of them will ended up in hell. There's nothing to fire about except you keep this,
They want
giving
to
yourself
fire
headache.
you, leave the place.
Because you guys,
Leave the
you
podium.
got nothing to you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say. A lot of them are lazy. Let me just tell you. This one now, he got no job. He won't go and look for work. He's shouting. What do you put on the
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
So Nigerians are lamenting. There's anger, agony as petrol price rises to 670 naira.
Well,
What's your comment to that?
let me give you some analysis. When you have people that are eating from this bad government, this is how they talk. People that are eating from this government, this is how they talk.
They can't provide solutions.
I said, oh ha. Kunle is eating from this government. I stand to be corrected from this. He's eating.
What fact do you have that he's eating?
I have facts and figure. They give him money. They give him money. They even pay him to come and they even pay him to come and speak good.
Your glasses go expire.
You understand? I am disappointed in him. We go to the same market and he's not saying the truth. We go to the same market, he's not saying the truth.
All right. Let's talk on the headline. Let's talk on the headline. That Nigerians are lamenting there's agony since the increased price of fuel.
Hello, my sister. The pressure is too much. The pressure is too much. The agony is too much. See, what do we call a government? A government is a group of people who constitute authority. You understand? And one of the things is this. That if a government wants to increase anything, there should be what they call a town hall meeting. During Obasanjo's period, during Jonathan's period, they will come and they will discuss. They will discuss with the citizens. But this government, since Buhari and the administration, they are not doing town hall meeting. They secretly increase fuel. When you ask them for, when you ask them why, they will give unnecessary excuse. Unnecessary excuse. I want to tell the people that this government is an evil government. This government has nothing to offer us. This government bastardized Nigeria economy. When Jonathan was leaving the government, Jonathan said this government, Buhari will take us down 30 years. The same Tinubu confirmed it. The same Tinubu confirmed it. When Nigeria was in crisis, they want to bring a general. They brought Buhari. Buhari killed Nigeria economy. Now, this Tinubu and co, you understand? They have turned Nigeria upside down. The very day, the mandate is stolen. The mandate is stolen. The very day was given in inauguration speech, he said, fuel subsidy have gone. All of a sudden, everything went skyrocketed. Before we know, another thing again. My sister, I'm going to tell you, there are issues. People are lamenting. People are crying. You understand? Everybody are feeling the pains. Every sector is being affected by fuel subsidy. And this government is not doing anything. It's not doing anything. Now he's talking about bring Obasanjo, bring this thing. When we talk about government is all about continuity. You are supposed to bring a new policy, how to change this policy. This government came into power. They are not talking on how to repair the refinery. Rather, it's giving license to different kind of people to import more fuel, so that there are going to be more challenge, more problem in Nigeria. And I want to say this, that Nigeria, we are going to revolt against this government, because this government has nothing to offer us. This government is a failure. This government is a shambles. And I want to tell the whole people that this government will not last 6 months. Will not last 6 months. That's my humble take about that, sir.
Okay, so what solution are you suggesting for this?
The solution suggesting is that let them repair our refinery. Let them repair all our refinery. All this structure they are collecting. All collecting. And Buhari was the minister. under our watch to one
So you have money to buy. They don't allocate them. They don't allocate
This morning don't stop now. Everybody know people, and if I see my voice, we started arguing this morning. Really are so sad. Sadness, all of us are sad. I don't understand whether it's like Tinubu has taken us back to 2,000 years. Instead of moving forward, it's going back. Maybe want to rule us the way you rule want to rule us the way you rule
President Tinubu has no control over the price of fuel. Those things are gone forever. Market forces now control the price of petrol. So the pressure shouldn't be on the president over the price of fuel. Let the independent market in Nigeria deal with that. What we should pressure the president on is the minimum wage.
This is the rights of from Reno.
Why did they do
The rights of from Reno.
All right, President Tinubu calls himself a strategy, meaning the democracy that leads the way. It is not a strategy like when governors are using the national seeking salaries to help workers to provide the and as far as Tinubu has not led this way, Nigerians minimum wage should be increased to at least 75,000 naira. This is the write-up from
Let me tell you something. If you give power of control to market forces to control, now we know markets will buy 13,000 naira. They say government will buy. Government will have control of that anything. Either the market has to do not to exploit. I want to ask a question. When Tinubu removed subsidy, they were selling fuel 500 and something naira. Nigeria did not complain. They said, okay, they have removed subsidy. Today again, they are not, either they remove subsidy, now the price has gone to 700 or 600 and something naira. So automatically, government should just close their eye so that first market will be increasing to exploit Nigeria. Again, how many Nigeria working under federal government? Question you should ask. 30,000 naira minimum wage. Some states only add 10,000 naira, 40,000. How much is bag of rice? How much is rent? How much is transportation? So, Tinubu has failed. Tinubu just too much. He has taken us back to Rwanda time. Tinubu has failed. Tinubu has no minister. Tinubu do things with his family. And Nigeria is angry. Check out your paper. Hold on. See, all the whole paper. If you are not in Nigeria here, check all the whole paper. Nigeria is angry. An angry man is an angry man. A hungry man is an angry man. Everybody is angry. Now, please, how many people collecting salary? How you want to increase minimum wage? Is it 8,000 naira? Is it 8,000 naira?
You go back to Benin.
Listen, somebody asked you a question. You did not answer.
Once you don't get yam,
Now
your brain will come down.
Somebody asked you a question from abroad. You did not answer. Now you are not coming to disturb me.
Why will I
Please.
have to answer an iPod? Why will I have to answer an iPod?
You said Tinubu is a messiah.
It's an iPod lawyer.
Look, we are missing Buhari. We are missing Buhari.
You're missing Buhari.
Buhari said we are going to miss him. We are missing him. We are missing him.
You really think Buhari would have done better?
When Buhari was there, how much did he increase the fuel? 500 to 700. When Buhari was there, the cashless. What is the difference between the cashless time and now? Nigerians vote the Yorubas who voted for him. Both other tribe, they are shouting now. Ah, eléyìí pọ̀jù, eléyìí pọ̀jù, eléyìí pọ̀jù. Ah, kí ló dé, kí ló dé. Ṣé bàbá wa ń bẹ̀, bàbá wa ń bẹ̀. The meaning of that, if Baba dey there. Nigeria is collapsing. The man just too much. Nigeria has collapsed. You are telling me we spend 8 years. That is it. Kule, you don't have man to talk. Kule, you don't have man to talk. Somebody asked you a question, you did not answer him.
I cannot answer
Jima asked you a question, you did not answer him. Allow me to talk. Allow me to talk.
I cannot answer an iPod.
You know why? Kule is an agent. He doesn't pay house rent. He doesn't buy fuel. Kule use candle. He use torchlight. If Kule has a family that can pay school fees now, Kule will shout. Now, our children in abroad, they are crying. Now, 1,000 naira to £1. Nigeria, for 2 months, Tinubu has taken us back to 2,000 years. Instead of going forward, we are going back. Is that the right thing we want to face? Nigeria is going, look everywhere. Phyllis, I want to ask you, did not. They are not buying fuel now. Let Tinubu and the family drink the fuel. Drink the fuel. We don't need it. Let's stay at home. Let me tell you, Nigeria likes suffering. The second of Nigeria, they like suffering. They like suffering, that's the name. They like to die. This kind of thing we're supposed to come out mass. You want to ask marketers to be determined how much they're going to sell for? Before you know, we buy for 2,000 naira. You can't do country that. The country is gone there now. Look everywhere. Look at this now everywhere today. Everybody's money. I say you have a president. I expect Tinubu to come in, at least make Nigeria smile for just 2 months before you balance your government. And Buhari, Buhari said, if I go, you are going to miss me. I'm telling you, I'm missing Buhari. I miss Buhari. I miss him. I miss him. I miss him. You cannot bulaba. Come here. You want to crop on Nigeria. I am not happy. I'm telling you. Give me another topic. I'm not happy.
Okay. Ex-governors, technocrats, storms the list of ministerial nominees.
I don't even need what is minister. They are all these old men. They say old fools. People like Wike. Wike is now he's a dead man now. He can't move well. The people like Gandoje, $100, who's $60. Erufai, wickedness, who cannot control their state for 8 years. Again, so, let me tell you. Let Nigeria. Let me tell you. There is not a hiding place now. We are not hiding. Let it start now. Let it start. Are we afraid? If Kenya can fight, Sudan can fight, what stops us not to fight? I get to me. Let me tell you. Take it by force. Take it by force. Take it by force. I get to me. Let me tell you. Kule, if you want to argue, come here. Come and argue with me here. Don't stay behind door. Stay here, argue with me. Let me tell you. See, let me tell you. Nigeria have got to destination. We have to react. Nigeria have got to destination. We have to react. We are angry. We are angry because the reason is that things are getting bad every day. We expect this president to come and change things. Now you come, you want people to die. Now you just told me that a family sold their children 1.5 million. Are you getting me? Because of anger.
All right, it's Peter Obi's birthday. Can you send your 62nd birthday wish to Peter Obi?
Oh, Obi, is it the Labour? Peter Obi, my prayer for you Now, your desire that the judges who collect money for Bulaba should declare you as a winner. Your birthday will be celebrated and declare you as a winner. Because the reason that what Nigeria need, we need a leader who understands. We don't need a leader that will just be sleeping as Asoro. Tomorrow travel to Kenya, travel to Sudan. Look, Nigeria need to change. Nigeria need to change. You just came here. Too much. You take us to 2,000 years. Kule is coming here. Kule is coming here to talk rubbish.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky.
Good morning. Good morning to SM fans.
All right. The main headline is actually agony of petrol price rises to 617 naira. However, Renault says President Tinubu has no control over the price of fuel. Those days are gone forever. Market forces now control the price of fuel. So the pressure should not be on the president over the cost of fuel. Let the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria deal with that. What we should actually pressure the president on is the minimum wage. The current minimum wage of 30,000 naira is grossly inadequate when compared to the current cost of living in Nigeria. So President Asiwaju Tinubu has not led the way. Nigeria's minimum wage should be increased to at least 75,000 naira. That's a view from Renault.
I didn't get what you're saying, but if you mean the man is making his submission, his personal opinion, well, that is left for him. But whatever happens, it is not a surprise that we found ourselves where we are today. If you could recall, in the previous editions, prior to the election, I told you that this government will be an apology. Should this government succeeds Buhari's regime. And a man who told you he will, of course, extend the hardship, the administration of Buhari, you don't expect anything different from him. So I'm not surprised at what you are seeing. I'm neither, of course, perturbed, because I know that Nigeria is heading to an irreversible end. And for such to happen, the likes of Tinubu, of course, it's just an agent of the last days of Nigeria. He possibly might be the last president Nigeria ever had. So the sufferance is not new, and the tempo, of course, has been sustained, but on the negative side. So it's quite rather unfortunate. Okay, any other?
All right. Well, it's Obi's second birthday. Can you send a birthday wish to Peter Obi?
Okay. Well, I may want to wish him happy birthday, and may the good Lord continue to keep him to fulfill his days. And he has achieved a lot. He has been a man to reckon with. And, well, he has contributed his own quarter and will also continue to do so if given the opportunity. So I facilitate with him on this occasion of his 62 birthday.
All right. Moving on. Ex-governors, technocrats top Tinubu list of ministerial nominees. What's your comment on that?
Well, I don't agree with that until we see that unfolds. Irredeemable. You can waste your time as long as you feel that makes you happy. You cannot build on a faulty system, on a faulty foundation, I expect it to last. It is just buying, it's a calamity, it's a disaster, just buying time to happen. the fact that it's been deferred, it does not change what have been predetermined about this country. And what is happening is pointing to the fact that, of course, Nigeria is tilting towards an irreversible end, heading towards the cliff for the last collapse. So I'm not surprised at all. But what matters to me now is the survival of humanity. How do people survive? Nigeria has been plunged into abysmal decline. Look at the economic mishap. Look at the inflation. The highest ever since the inception of this contraction. Look at the height of insecurity. And according to some, all hope is lost and there is no future. You can believe me. If you doubt me, you are in diaspora, why not take time and come down to Nigeria? Just spend a month and you will regret for the rest of your life. Even as it stands now, even the NEPA, the power authority they say they don't have money to pay for the transmission of the electricity before they can distribute, of course, to those market or the customers. As it stands now, I slept without the lights. I woke up not seeing the lights. So virtually Nigeria is engulfed in this thick darkness, both physical, economic, security-wise, and perhaps spiritual-wise. If not for the mercy of God that have been keeping us, life has not been easy. But it's the hardest thing, of course, living in Nigeria. The survival of the masses within this contraction is the most hardest things. But since you are looking good and possibly your salary has been...
Well, the Lord has actually really been faithful to me, so I'm not affected by Nigeria's problem actually.
Is it the Lord I know, or the Lord of your office? Which of the Lord? Or the second Lord?
The King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, sir. All right. Let's move on. So a suspect sold his 3 children for 1.5 million naira. Now, my question is there a justification for him selling his children for that amount? Is it justifiable enough because of the poor economy he sold his children?
Yes, I think those who doubted me will continue to see the realities unfolding before them. I told you that this government will be a government of anathema, the government of apology, and Buhari, of course, will be a saint compared to what is happening. 2 months just less down the line, people are clamoring, people are excruciating pain. For a man, of course, a parent to dispose his own children, his own inheritance, his own God-given inheritance for 1.5 million. You know what that means? I think it's a prophecy come true. It's a projection that has come true. Just less than 2 months, less than 60 days. He have not even marked 60 days in office. And all these impunity, unfortunate incidents has befallen Nigerians. So I don't know if there is any other thing to sell after selling the children. Or possibly, can I dispose this mic so that I can get something to eat today?
All right. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure having you. Thank you, my esteemed fans. The reality is that I will, of course, if all things being equal, of course, support the 2-week sit at home. I may start my own from here because of the agony of my people down the east. And of course, the sympathy of many will to that same path because the last hope is lost. Not even anyone can redeem it.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning, my sister.
So Nigerians are lamenting there is hunger and agony as the price of fuel rises 617 naira. What's your comment on that? What do you have to say about it?
Anger, agony. Nigerians are suffering. We are living in a country whereby the so-called people who are ruling us have no good intentions towards the poor masses. Barely 2 months he just entered. He just became the president of this country. From one suffering to another. Assuming, go to Alausa, you will find out that most of these people that are earning salaries, they have packed their cars in their various houses. It cannot move again. Just yesterday, a fuel is bought here, that's a liter of fuel, is being sold at a rate of 750 naira. Now, from Agege to Ogba, it's 400 naira. From Agege to Bega, it's 700 naira. This is something you can easily transport yourself from Agege to Ogba. From Agege to Bega, just 100 naira, 150. Nigerians are suffering. What do you expect from Nigerians? We have been suffering and smiling, but at times, there are some certain things that will go out of somebody's hand. You need to come out and lament. That is why there is a lamentation almost everywhere. Prices of fuel. Okay, you are increasing prices of fuel. What happens to the minimum wage, the salaries of workers? What happens to most of their salaries? All they are after is just to increase their own personal salary, not even having the intention of increasing the salaries of workers. How many workers have you seen going to work and is smiling? A lot of them are trekking very far distance just to go to work. You don't expect them to smile. You don't expect them to be happy. Hunger every day. You cannot eat 2-3 square meals a day. If you see one and eat, you don't even have hope again for the one that will come the next few hours or few hours to come. You do not expect happiness from this kind of barbaric government, from this kind of people that call themselves politicians. They are not after we, the poor masses. What the people, the citizens are expressing is justifiable. It's something that is common. When you are not happy, what do? You vent your angers. But we are living in a country whereby if you happen to go into a protest, everybody will be killed. They will keep on shooting everybody. In the Western world, our brothers in abroad, they will bear me witness with that. If you go to abroad, if you want to protest, as long as it's a peaceful protest, the government will even issue you what you call a security backup, just for you to go into your protest. Because protest is one of the functions of government. Protest is one of the functions that will bring government closer to the poor masses and tell the government that what they are doing is not right. But you come here to Nigeria, come and do it. A country whereby there is no law. A group of sectional individuals are nothing but above the law.
Well, Renault said that President Tinubu has no control over the price of fuel. Those days are actually gone forever. Market forces now control the price of fuel. So the pressure should not be on the president over the cost of fuel. Let the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria deal with that.
Before I understood what he said, but before something like that will come in existence, he is the #1 citizen of this country. The House of Senate or representative, a lot of bills must have passed through a lot of stages before it will get to him as the president of this country, for him to assent. That is the signature of the president. For you to have obtained your assent as a president, were you not occupying yourself with people that are intellectual that can tell you that this thing is going to have effect on the life of the people you are ruling? Let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you, it is not just fair. Somebody should not just come out here and tell me that Tinubu is not even aware of the fuel subsidy or whatever the fuel increase we are suffering today. He is the one, the #1 citizen. As that, everything should go towards his table. So you should not come out here and explain to me or tell me that he is not aware. He is a number one citizen. So he should be able to know. And I said it earlier, and I said this a few days ago. The problem that most of these leaders are having is equipping themselves, surrounding themselves with unprofessionals, the people that are not professionals in different fields. Imagine you want to give a minister of petroleum to somebody who knows nothing about petroleum. Why we have a lot of people who study petrochemical engineering all over. You have to give a minister of finance to somebody who has no idea of financial factors in Nigeria. Now, the problem of this country, you do not expect Nigerians to be smiling. We are suffering. Honestly speaking, the suffering is as much as anything. We are suffering. You cannot eat again. You cannot buy. Okay, look at the smartphone I'm using. Do you know that throughout for 2 days now, there has not been lights in my area? This is ordinary Nokia. Sometimes okay, what about those that are using Android phone? What do you expect them to do? Because so many people are using this Android phone for businesses. So many of them are using it for, they are using it based on their online businesses. So many people, so many things. But there's no light. A lot of people cannot even, my dear, there should be control of so many things. Tinubu, I respect him a lot. He should not allow himself to be called a failure in this government. He should sit properly. Surround yourself with people who are experts that will give you what you call expert advice, professional advices in whatever you are doing. So that tomorrow, even posterity will be able to remember you for good.
Okay, all right. It's Peter Obi's 62nd birthday. Say him a birthday wish.
I wish him everything he wishes himself. Because it is once you wish yourself, that is what matters most in life. I might decide to wish him that I want him to become the president of this country tomorrow. What will happen? Maybe it's not his wish. So I wish him the best of luck. Anything good that he wishes himself, I wish him that the good Lord will surely allow that to come to pass.
All right then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Charles. Good to have you. Good morning, Mr. David.
Thank you, Madam Kofo.
You're welcome to the
Kofo,
program.
Borola. Pressure. There's pressure now. Kofo, there's pressure. There's anarchy in the land.
Are you getting pressured? Is the pressure affecting?
Everybody's pressured.
Me, I'm not pressured.
Probably because you have those
All right.
so that's why you're pressure. Have you?
Excuse me?
Probably because you have those bank calling you.
I don't
No,
understand you.
no, because if
Please,
she
let's-
if she says she's not pressure, that means she have someone or probably there's someone there
Mr.
bank
David,
calling her.
let's
And now
the main deadline this morning is anger, agony as petrol price rises to 617 naira.
that was why I said
What's your comment?
there's pressure in the land. Even housewife now knows say pressure dey land. You know that. Now back to the headline. Before it's so, Mr. Taiwo Odunlade, there's pressure in the land though. Probably now, I want to say this to you. I know you are supporting Asiwaju, but if there's any way you can come to our aid now, please come, because the hardship is becoming unbearable. Nigerians can no longer sustain this. Yesterday, Nigeria woke up to the news that petrol PMS pump price has now increased in a country which is not supposed to be so. But my thing is, ever since the president has announced fuel subsidy removal, there have been no palliatives to cushion the effects of the subsidy removal. Yesterday, fuel was 6.17, and now don't be surprised. The fuel will still get to 1,000 naira. You like say God forbid. You like say God.
Why
Say
not
God.
wish for the best?
It is not about wishing for the best. This is about it's about the fact on ground.
I think the day that we Nigeria starts confessing with our tongue good things in Nigeria, that's when Nigeria will start getting better.
No, it's
we
see.
are even spoiling Nigeria. the most.
Go. Nigeria has the highest numbers of prophets in the world. Has the highest numbers of.
About prophets.
Wait now, has the numbers of pastors in the church. Walk from this road to this road. You will see like 90 churches, no companies. But people still go to church on Sundays to pray. But now, Nigerians still do evil. But what I'm saying is that the only thing that can stop this fuel hike is if there is refinery in Nigeria. So now, forget your prayer. It's like there's some prayer God don't answer. Telling God, please, oh, don't let Nigeria exploit Kudo. That prayer is just fallacy. God has given us everything. So it is not left for us to work towards us. Nigeria has good 4 refineries. 4 refineries. No one is working. None of this thing is working. Now we take good oil abroad to now export. So now, don't you think that the market forces there will now be a major determinant on the fuel hike? The major determinant is that if there is refinery in Swati, if it's working, there is no point of government taking crude oil abroad to now refine. Now that will ease the pain, and then this other country can also come and purchase this fuel from us. Therefore, no one is working. I thought what Ashwaji would have done was that, okay, Nigerians, please bear with me for 6 months. I will make sure that 2 of our refinery is working, because even Dangote refinery cannot save fuel, will not save us now. Even Dangote refinery now, it will save us. As long as the refinery is not working. So the best thing is for government to look inward so that our refinery can start working, so that poverty can ease, so that people can at least breathe.
What do you have to say about the stable income in Nigeria?
What?
30,000 minimum wage.
The income is not stable. Now, you saw what the president did. The president was making jest of Nigerians by proposing 8,000 naira palliative for you. This is your clothes. For cost pass. Yes, for the poor. Now, one thing I want to ask Ashwaju is that what can 8,000 naira do for the poor? Can you take 8,000 to market now and get something tangible? How much is the bag of rice? And that policy, that program will last for 6 months. But rather than he giving this money to the poor, why don't you use the money and let the refinery to work? In this part of the world, see, if government cannot fix the refinery, let government start paying back the subsidy. Let government pay back. Let government start paying back something, because as I said from subsidy, we don't enjoy anything from government again. The common man don't enjoy anything from government again, aside from the subsidy. There are no good roads. Last week Thursday, I was in the hospital with someone there. They said they only have 50 best places. 50 best places. In Ikeja. We went to Agege Hospital. They said, doctor, no doctor on ground. In a country, no doctor on ground to treat patients. There was no doctor on ground to treat patients. Yes, there was best place for our patient to be admitted. But see, there was no doctor. We went to Ikeja. There was doctor, no bed place. You see the country for ourselves. So there are no good roads. There are no food. Even the energy, power, we generate energy ourselves. The poor man generates energy themselves. So what is the use of government? If government cannot fix the refinery, if government cannot make a refinery work, then let them start paying the subsidy. Yes, because the hardship is too much. The hardship is too much. How much? What can 10,000 minimum wage solve? Those are earning 50,000 naira. Now, the Ikeja is now go and flow. The Ikeja is now 1,000 naira. Go and flow to Ikeja. and then you went 50K, and there are no palliative just to put on the effect. So, Asiwaju to me, Asiwaju to me, he should revive his policy, because if care is not taken, Nigerians are now dropping dead on a daily basis. But him, he's also wrong, feeding fat, living large. Let us say it's the new hope. This one is the new Shege. Nigerians can no longer tolerate this. Let Tinubu fix. He's the president. He should make sure that our refinery is working. Because if our refinery is not working, fuel will be sold for 1,000 per liter. It depends on the market price. Forces all of the international markets abroad. And once that one is, I'm surprised. Labor is useless. Labor and TC are useless. Today, Nigerians is supposed to be protesting. They're supposed to shut down the economy so that everybody can feel the heat. No solution at all. Ordinary man. What am I benefiting from the government? Every day, study. You go better. Which is going better? Education, zero. Healthcare, zero. Economy, zero. The only thing we are even enjoying is first subsidy. Tinubu came and then sorted it again. So, what is that my benefit?
Let me read out the comments you have. Dave, waiting consignment of God and bad government. Said by Sosa. Then he says, my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from the wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven. I will forgive their sin, I will heal the land. That's the Bible passage. Then you don't know, says David, Nigerian leaders are lazy. The easiest thing to do is to share money. They can't roll up their sleeves and do the real work. Get these refineries working. Mr. Ataiwadula, they also agree with you on refineries working. Jerry Class says, are you saying Labour Party is useless?
Now, Mr. Ataiwadula, I am hungry. I am hungry. Taiwo, I am hungry. But now, notwithstanding, if truly it's a country that means well for the people, the federal government at this point need to sit with people. Okay, what way can we cushion the effects of this subsidy removal? Before, I bet you, if our refinery does not work, or if our refinery is not fixed, my brother, I actually don't know what to say, because there will be more of hardship in the land. Thank you for having me. Okay. Sorry.
Let's talk on the man that sold his 3 children for 1.5 million.
The man that did what?
Sold his 3 children for 1.5 million.
What did they say is because of it? Is it because of hunger?
He has not said it.
Now, I will blame the man on the other side, and I will not blame him too. Because the man is so callous for him to have done that. He shouldn't have done that. Despite the hunger in the land, there are some things he need to do too, to also keep the body and soul alive. Just like every Nigerians are feeling from the heat now, but still we still strive to make ends meet. Nothing on earth wouldn't have made you sold your children. It shows the man is heartless. It shows the man is heartless. So please, if there's a way you can help us, if there's a way you can help us reach out to Tinubu, please, you should come down on his policy. Tinubu, they choke us. Pressure on day, Kofo. Pressure on day. Yesterday,
Now, if you ask me, I will tell you that agonizing Nigerians, lamenting Nigerians, angry Nigerians, they don't know what they are doing. All of them that are angry over one price of what? Gasoline or fuel, they are like toddlers. Toddlers are babies. They don't know anything. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to, scold them or label them back. Same with idiots. If you know the meaning of idiots, you will know that an idiot is less than a child of 9 months, 10 months, 1 year. Because an idiot can see fire. He could see fire. This is a burning flame. An idiot. He will use his finger, touch the flame. When the flame burns, hurts him, he will react. It is the accurate meaning of an idiot. Idiocy. Idiocy. If I want to pronounce it well, listen. Nigerian entire populace, north, south, east, west, are like toddlers, babies that are less than 1 year. They are shouting and they are blowing the top. They are so angry, Abi, that they could no longer hold it now. So we are seeing it, we are hearing it from them, talking, Abi. What was their reaction? February this year, after presidential election. Whole Nigerians went to the poll for gubernatorial election. The whole Igbos were beaten to pulp in southwestern Nigeria. What was their reaction? When Aboro, employed by APC, went to Alowu, set shops ablaze in Alowu. Of course, you know people that are owner of shops in Africa. I don't mean only Nigeria. They are Igbos. They set shops ablaze. They went to Lode Papa, they set shops ablaze. They went to Alaba, they set shop ablaze. Well, Obasa, Lagos State House of Assembly, said, no, Aboro, that one is not enough. That one is not. Obasa went to Ajawo, Rockview Street or Estate, something Rockview within Ajawo Estate. He demolished the buildings there. He went to Alaba, he demolished all the plazas built by Igbo traders. People are talking nonsense about fuel price when we see ethnocentrism thriving and proliferating in southwestern Nigeria against their Igbo brothers. Useless people. Igbo man is from southern Nigeria. Yoruba man is from southern Nigeria. Still, these people are poorly educated idiots. Uchins. Street miscreants from southwest that are poorly educated. They have not seen anything good on Igbo man. What are you telling me? Tinubu himself that claimed that he went to Chicago University is bent on ethnic bigotry. Obasa, Lagos State House of Assembly Speaker, is bent on ethnic bigotry. So land use. Very soon, people that has houses in Lagos, they will lose all their lands, all their houses. These are people that are better off to be Obas and the Bale in various villages and localities in Yoruba land. They brought them to the Lagos State House of Assembly to be speakers, to be lawmakers, majority leaders. Do you know that if you go to Ipokia, Tube, Ijofin, Ihumbo, I'm talking about the remote places in Ogun State. I'm an Igbo man. I know that place too well. Those local ballet, if you have issue with Yoruba, if you see the way those local ballet will treat that issue, to settle you with your Yoruba brother, you will like them. Lagos State government, Lagos State House of Assembly Speaker Obasa is what? A poorly educated man without good information. See, I would have loved ballet of Ibokia, ballet of Idokwetu, ballet of Ihumbo and the Lache to take over the State House of Lagos. I want the man to be the speaker. Because some persons that prove that they're educated, they are nothing but what? Tribal and ethnic bigotry.
What solution would you provide for this situation now?
The situation of agony is what the solution I'm profiling is that I'm telling people that the people that cause this current agony are nothing but poorly educated mediocres. They pretend that they went to university, they did not go to university, they bought certificates. If you really actually a graduate that saw the witnessed the four walls of university, you wouldn't have been behaving otherwise. What they are doing now, we have no reason to behave like that. Do you know what it means to go through the university? You have gone through mental orientation. You will be thinking what? If not that God is above everybody. Because with you being foresight, people that did not go to university will be hailing you. These are people that are bent on tribalism, ethnic bigotry, political bigotry. You know this is what I'm telling people about this? I cannot just come here and talk anger of Nigerians buying petroleum products. Make una cool down though. We go riot. We go protest. No. I'm telling you how it was being orchestrated by some individuals that are trying to tell the whole world that they will rule Nigeria best. I don't have any solution. If I talk from here to America on trek, as I talk, I will be trekking as I'm speaking. I will trek across Atlantic Ocean. Tinubu will not listen. Tinubu, all he wants to show is that he is God. A God over us. Human being could never be a God. Tinubu better return Obi's mandate. This fee subsidy removal is not supposed to be this quick and immediate.
Well, actually, Reynolds says that.
Reynolds'
view on this is that.
You say what?
Reynolds' view on this is that President Tinubu has no control over the price of fuel. Those days are gone forever. Market forces now control the price of fuel. So the pressure should not be on the president over the cost of fuel. Let the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria deal with that. What we should pressure the president on is the minimum wage, which is 30,000 naira.
Are we finished?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, my sister. I don't support storytelling. I don't support. Every day we come here, we keep on telling Nigerian stories, as they do in the house, as they do at Aso Rock. Go for listen and listen good. I'm telling you that the cause of the problem we find ourselves in is what because of what? Mediocrity. People that don't know, they claim that they know. I too know. What are you saying? When Obasanjo was there, he increased it to 20. When Abdul Salam was there, he increased it. Jonathan increased it. I'm telling you that our problem is mediocrity. No matter how I prefer solution, nobody will listen. Nobody should listen. That's why I am giving you the actual soul. The soul of solution to our problem, to the soul, inward, the meaning. Tell them from here to Otuocha Glory, they will not listen. Are you listening to me? The people that are using this, what do you call it, on us, let me tell you, they are what? Thinking that they are God over us. They are demigods. Nigerian politicians are dead. I don't answer straight questions. No. I use sax. I go round before I could come to the actual point. Because I cannot come here and tell you, say, why, blah, blah. See, let me tell you. The question you are feeding me now, can you go to Canada and know, one last, Canada, increase pump price of petrol. Go to America and ask them. Gasoline. Go to Russia. Russia produce oil more than you and I, Nigeria. Go to Saudi and ask them, are we blind? What is it that orchestrated all this fuel pump price increase every day? Is Nigeria the only oil producing country in the world? Don't you see that these people are thieves? No cheat. They went to the office positions, public positions, to suppress, to oppress, to steal, to embezzle, to do what? To cut away our millions into European countries. There is no reason whatsoever Warri refinery will be what? Not working. No reason whatsoever for Harcourt River State. No reason whatsoever the highest, richest oil well state in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom. Eket will not have a world standard refinery working there. There's no reason you should tell me. See, let me tell you, we are under the regime of thieves from Buhari to the current one. Who? An illegitimate government by Tinubu. Let me tell you, I don't care if anybody is against me saying don't give Raf more time. Don't allow Raf to talk. I feel those in my spirit. I'm saying the truth as a meticulous person. I'm so blunt, more than Mma blunt knife. Let me tell you, I am Mr. Raf. See, what is going on is that thieves has been attacking this country for 24 years now. 24 years of our nascent, democracy. We are seeing hell. Is it not better for us to remain under the military? That is what we are saying. When Abacha was there, everybody were gnashing their teeth, crying. Abacha Ebola and Kaki, the military, they have killed us. Now that the so-called civilians have come, thank you. The civilians are more than what? Barbars, barbarians. They are more barbaric than barbarians. Let me tell you, we don't need Nigerian politics. The only thing we should do now is let Nigerian Labour Congress rise up against them and put full stops to this inhumanity of man against man.
Yes. Good morning, Oluwawan.
How you doing? What's happening? What's happening?
Give us the language.
Everybody is boiling. Nigeria is boiling now. It's like there is no government anymore in the system.
Yeah. So there's agony and hunger since they increase
the
price of fuel.
Tinubu is a mafia. He doesn't know how to rule the government. You came as a mafia, you destroyed the empire. Can you imagine? People are now looking for Buhari. Buhari spoiled everything. Now, Tinubu, he finished all Nigeria. Who is Tinubu? Who is Jagaba? Let him go back. Let him return and go back to Korea and go and live. So, the Nigeria president, where is the president? Why Nigeria suffering now? Why is the only Nigeria suffering? See, let them remove that name, Nigeria. Let them abolish that name. Let them change all of our face to another face entirely. You and I, let us change our face or not to bear Nigeria. Nigeria is a negative, it's a problem home. In the day you will hear more and more. Where is the love? Oh, just 2 months, Nigeria is finished.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
That will be all the fucking shit.
Oh,
Fuck. Tinubu, let it go and rest in his village. Where is he from?
All right, thank you very much.
It's a life bullshit hope to us.
Okay. All right, then. Okay, we've come to the end of the program today. It's the bystander at the newsstand. In case you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to Flip TV and Flip TV Plus. If you want to reach out to me, you can reach me on Instagram and Facebook at Duro_Timmy K on Instagram and on Facebook as DuroTimmyOK. DuroTimmyOK. And on Instagram, Duro_Timmy K. Yeah, pressure Tiwa. The pressure is getting worse. All right, it's been a wonderful time out here in the city of Lagos. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.